Come to Ben and Callie. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So Callie reached out. Hey, Ben and Callie, may I just say that I love your show?
Oh, thank you.
Been a faithful listener since my middle school days. Anyway, I have something I thought you may be able to bring up with your group therapy segment. Basically, I'm a former party girl who's now the mom of a 3-year-old. And if I'm honest, I'm really missing going out and partying. And it's so not her to be trapped at home with a kid. So I used to be at Bar Louisville or Coyotes every weekend. Sitting in bottle service with all my friends. I'd go to after parties when the bar is closed, not get home till 5 or 6 a.m. I literally used to get home for the night, the time I'm waking up to care for my kid now. I wanted to have a baby and get married, but who I am now just doesn't feel like me. I'm a fun person, and now I don't have fun anymore. My husband is supportive of me trying to still have fun, so he lets me go out every once in a while. I'll go out with my best friend who's still single. I don't stay out till 5 a.m., but we'll stay out until the bar closes. And if I have the opportunity, does anybody else feel this way? And how do I get past it? Yeah. Like, I feel like she wants to settle in and love her life now and stop missing her old lifestyle. But how do you do that?
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's a maturity thing, right?
Yeah, I feel
don't
like there is some
immature,
of that.
But like, that's part of it is just growing up.
Yeah.
But just because you grow up doesn't mean you can't have fun.
No, exactly. I think you just kind of switch the kind of fun that you have. I mean, 3-year-olds can be, yes, a lot of work, but they're super fun too. I mean, every phase that your child goes through is pretty awesome.
Right.
And
you can't,
as a family unit with your husband, is kind of a new kind of fun and happiness.
Yes, there's that, but you can't go out drinking with your 3-year-old. Now
right, but think of the hangovers you're not going to have, right?
I mean, you could still do earlier nights where it's, I mean, and I get, maybe she likes the dancing and she likes the atmosphere of the nightlife, and she's just not getting that anymore.
Right.
Because, that scene isn't a thing until, after 10, 11, 12 o'clock even here in Louisville. So,
well, and it sounds like her husband is letting her still have some of that.
Right.
It's not like he's saying, no, you can't do that. You're a mom now.
I don't know. Maybe you've got a suggestion. Maybe you were Callie, and you have suggestions on how you were able to maybe have the best of both worlds, maybe compromise in areas, maybe
like start to fall in love with your life that you have now and see it in a different light as not something that's holding you back from being the person you used to be.
Like I said before, I never wanted to go back to the wild, crazy college life or party life or whatever that I had in my early 20s. But I can get together with friends who were there with me and reminisce and have fun. And that in and of itself is fun. And just, talking about the up to no good stuff that we would get into.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, I didn't get married until my early 30s. And so I feel like I had plenty of time to get all that out of my system. So I guess by the time that all that started happening for me, I was ready for it.
Yeah. So you're not really a good one to ask because
I'm not.
Yeah, you already had it out of your system.
I had plenty of time. I had like a whole decade to just run around and be selfish and do whatever I wanted.
All right, 502-795-1997, 795-1997 is our number. So Callie, a former, quote, party girl, who is now married and a mom. She misses her former life, and her husband is supportive, lets her go out every now and then, but it's not the same. And she's like, does anyone else feel this way? How do I get past this? I want to still party and have fun, and my new life is not my old life. And
I think we have to try to help her fall in love with her life now and still be okay with occasionally still going out and getting a taste of the life that she once had, because her husband lets her do that. Brittany said, I had to find ways to still be me with my child. Now I'm a single mom. It's definitely hard, but I try to find mom friends so we can do a play date for moms and kids. And again, it's just kind of like a different kind of fun.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean you can never go out.
Yeah, Sassy Matt says, I love the nightlife. Is it illegal to take your toddler to a bar?
Well,
I'll tell you.
Restaurant bars, no, but maybe posted up at the bar, probably frowned upon.
I will say I've had friends who we would go out and I'd be like, oh, you brought your kid.
You have a baby in a bar.
I know. So, and he goes on and says, I've kept my party itch at bay by having one night per week that I go out. And then I have a couple music festivals that I go to every year and have the proper bender. So maybe just getting it out, in small doses is a good way to look at it.
Yeah, Brad said, hey, Ben and Kelly, my wife and I had our first child at 19. We were then married at age 20, have been together for 15 years since. I think if she just has some patience, gives it some time before too long, a glass of wine and going to bed at 10 o'clock will be plenty of excitement.
Now, Elizabeth, you're not a former party girl, but you did used to go out with friends and stay out late, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. So what is your, suggestion for Callie?
So falling in love with your new life and kind of getting into a groove with that is hard. Going out late and not having a bedtime and not having a wake up time.
Yeah, right.
Those were good days. For me now, I have two littles, 5 and almost 3-year-old. Sometimes a Target date where we get a Starbucks drink and share it while we walk around looking at bedding or cups and bowls, or if I'm feeling really brave, toys.
You just need to ask.
That can be a fun time.
Yeah, you just need to ask the Target to do some strobe lights for you and turn the music up a little louder.
If we could just make this feel like a club atmosphere, I'd feel a little bit more at home.
Yes. So you're saying just
as far as taking time for yourself and maybe a friend, like my friend and I, we used to gush over Supernatural. And we will take a night every week and we'll pick our favorite episode and I'll do kind of like a stream thing and we'll watch it together even if we're not together. And it's a lot of fun.
So it's about like connecting with your friends more than, I guess, the place that you're connecting in.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Elizabeth, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Take care.
See, and this is really the biggest thing, I think, that maybe she's not saying this part out loud, but when you go to a club and you're doing dancing and all the things, isn't there like flirting that happens? You kind of still want to feel like you're getting noticed by guys. Even though you're married, you still want to feel like you got it. And maybe she's missing a little bit of that.
Like, I still got it sort of thing?
I still got it,
yeah,
exactly.
I still got it.
And, when you become a mom, you still kind of want to feel that, I'm still like a hot, desirable woman outside of being a mom to raising this little human and a wife. And maybe she's missing some of that too, even though she probably has a fantastic husband. It sounds like he's really great and understands and is trying to meet her halfway by saying, yeah, you can still go out and do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just not all the time.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I like all the suggestions. And hopefully, Callie, there is some compromise there, and there's some suggestions that you can see on either Facebook or that you've heard that can help, get you over your hump.
Yeah, and maybe just, make a standing date is to go out with your single friend, once a month or, every couple of weeks, just something that is, but then, you probably need to also allow your husband to do that too. If he is feeling the same way and still wants to reconnect and go have a boys' night, you've got to compromise with that as well. So it's not just about you needing to get away. Or
you let your kids stay at the grandparents and you and your husband go out and
there you go.
And have some
Bring
crazy
with
times.
You.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. All right. Well, hey, good luck. Keep us posted. Thanks, Callie.